Wouldn't it be cool if your application had separate individual items or individual windows? Let's take a look at that. So, to keep up to date on things here, and let you guys see, I've gone ahead and created a window, a completely different scene here. This just considers a window as my root, with a label and a button just to have something on the inside of it. That's all. It does have a script, and that script just receives the request. The script just receives the signal on close requested. That way, when I hit the close button, I'll just queue free it, and we give that, make it look like the window has been closed. I don't know why that seemed hard to say for a second there, but that's all we're doing. And then inside of our main window here, you see, I've gone ahead and I've preloaded in the window that I'm going to be using. And this is a change here. We call instantiate now instead of instance to create an instance. And we add it as a child in the same way. I have its visible set to true, which it should already be set by default because the default visibility is set to true in the inspector. But, and just to be sure and to be safe, I go ahead and do that. The position, I've got it set to a vector 2 of 800 by 800. I was using 200 by 200, but apparently in beta 12, I don't know what happened, but 200 by 200 is somehow off my screen. So I had to change my numbers to 800 by 800 in order to put it back in view. And your window title, as you see there, we just call the title property, passing a string. And of course your size is another vector 2. Now, what makes this window stand out is right here. Get viewport dot embedding or set embedding windows. So you see if we have that turned off or if we don't have that on. Or actually, it would be the other way around because it is off by default. Because it's set to true. I'm just going to confuse myself in there anyway. So set embedding windows when it's set to true by default. We can see that we only have the one window here, and we can't exactly see where the other one is. If I just change this back to 200 by 200, maybe we'll see it. There it is. And this is the default that we normally see in 3.x. But in 4.0 and going forward, we can pull this out again just by using get viewport.set embedding windows. And set that to false, so the windows are not embedded into our main window. And as I mentioned, you can see that the window is completely gone. For some reason, 200 on the Y just completely off the screen for whatever reason, but there we go. Here it is. Now, if you don't want to set this by default, in your ready or in a global or whatever, you can actually access this from within your project settings. So if I go here, so instead of having that as our default, we go up project settings, we turn advanced settings on, we go to our display here, display and window, and if we just scroll down, you should see sub windows and embed sub windows property here. Just turn that off, and that'll be the same thing as our code there as setting it false. But I figured I'd show you the code as well. That way, if maybe you want it for some windows and not other windows, you can set it by that if you have windows having windows inside them. So now if we run this now with that code grayed out, we have the same result because we just set it in our project settings. Alright, that was something light and quick that can also be useful depending on the project that you're doing, whether or not you need multiple windows, or if you could benefit from them. And if you haven't seen the previous video, where I'm asking you guys what kind of things you want to see on the channel going forward here, or at least this year, go ahead and check that out. If I could link it on the screen, I would, but I don't know, YouTube won't let me do certain things because, I don't know, resolution, I can only assume, I don't know. But take care, have yourselves a good one, and end this before I start rambling on.